whatever you're going to use to give her color. I'm going to use markers today just because it's a little quicker, and we are doing 2 art projects instead of just 1. So I have already chosen the colors for my cat and my dog, so I wouldn't have to do it later, because sometimes I'm indecisive about what colors that I want to choose. So first, I'm going to read you the story of Frida Catlo. I got a little bit of a glare there. I'm not sure how I can do that without... Let me move the camera down a little bit more on the book, because this is kind of a small book. This is actually a board book, but it's so cute, and I really like the story of Frida Catlo. So let's get started. Oh, and by the way, if you like a good cat pun, you're going to love the story. All right, so here we go. Frida Catlo was a talented artist born in Mexico City in 1907. She and her family lived in a house called La Casa Azul, which means the blue house. Frida and her father, Guillermo, were very close, and he taught her all about photography. She would even help him develop photographs. And there's Frida, and there is her dad. So when you draw your cat, you could always draw it like her father and give him a nice mustache. When Frida was young, she got into a clawful accident, and she stayed home to heal. And she had a lot of time on her paws. So she spent it painting until her art was perfect. Frida's first paintings were portraits. She needed models, so she painted her sisters and her school friends. Frida was inspired by her Mexican heritage, and she dressed in traditional clothing and often wore flowers in her fur. While she was in school, Frida met Dago Rivera, a famous Mexican artist, and she showed him her art, and they developed felines for each other. Dago Rivera and Frida Catlo got married in 1928. Dago and Frida were painters for her entire 9 lives. In 1939, Frida was invited to France to show her portraits at a gallery. This one's super cute too. I'm going to move that closer. You guys got to see those cute little birds, or cute little cats. I mean, camera's not very... There it is. Paris's most famous museum, the Louvre, bought one of her paintings. It was the first work by a Mexican artist that they had ever purchased. Are we tired of cat puns yet? Yeah, not quite. Frida had a fervent love of animals and often included them in her portraits. She had a pet deer, 2 spider monkeys, a parrot, and an eagle. Whoa! One of Frida's famous works features a spider monkey, and it's called Self-Portrait with Monkey, and hangs in the Meowma in New York City. Frida Catlo was often called a surrealist painter. However, Frida insisted that she only painted reality. Some of her most famous paintings include the Mew Fridas, a few small catnips, and Doggo and I. Frida Catlo is one of the most famous female painters of all time. Although she didn't sell many portraits during her life, many of her paintings are now worth millions. Millions. Her paintings can be seen in museums from Whiskerton, D.C. to Mexico. Fans of her artwork can visit La Casa Azul and see where she grew up. Her colorful style will not be forgotten. And that is a wild biography by... Oh, it doesn't say who it's by. It's written by Courtney Acampora and Maggie Fisher. And so these are really cute. There's a whole bunch of books in the series, but this is the only one that's about an artist. All right. So are you ready to draw your own Frida Catlo and Doggo Rivera? So we're going to start with Frida. All right, because, well, I like cats, and cats are fun, and there we go. All right. So this is what we're going to draw together. Now you can go in and add your own details if you wanted to wear a necklace. You can change your clothes the way you want to. We're going to draw some bunch of flowers in her hair because she loved to show off her Mexican heritage by dressing in fabulous, colorful clothing and wearing all these flowers in her hair. She's also very famous for having what we call now a unibrow. I heard somebody else call it the super brow, which I thought was kind of fun. Regardless, she is or was a beautiful, beautiful woman and did some strange looking pieces of art, to be honest. It's definitely not a style that that's the norm. They call in the book it calls it a fur realist. What they would consider now as a surrealism painting, which means it sort of looks realistic, but then it's like taken to another level and it's surrealist. So anyway, let's draw Frida Catlo. All right. So I've got my paper. I'm gonna move my Frida out of the way. I'm going to draw with pencil because I think you're going to be able to see it. Let me get all my things together here. Got my pencil. If not, then I'll have to, if I can't see it in the video, then I'll switch to Sharpie so you guys can see. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with her head. All right. And I've got her head kind of in the middle of the page, maybe a little bit higher than middle so that I can have room at the top for all of her flowers and still have a cute little body down there for her. So I'm going to start with, this is the letter U. See how that goes like this? It's the letter U. So we're going to draw a big U on our paper, like this. Mine's not perfect. I'm going to use Sharpie because you guys aren't going to be able to see. There's some bad, it's just, I don't have good lighting down here. So I'm going to trace that line with Sharpie so you can see it. The nice thing is if you're using a pencil, then you can go in and erase any pencil lines that you miss. I did miss some lines, so I'm going to erase those because I'm going to do it now before I get any farther with my drawing. Remember to, when you're erasing, to hold the area. They held your paper down so that way you don't rip your paper. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my cat some ears. And my ears are just going to be triangle up here. And then this one I've actually drawn pretty close to the top of the page. And so I'm going to wait and go back and do the flowers in the top of her head in a little bit. So then what I'm going to do is down here, I'm going to draw her body like this. All right, a couple of straight lines down. There we go. And I'm going to give her that pearl necklace again because I just think that's super cute. Or we could even do like this one. She's got like a painter's smock on. There were so many fun outfits that she had on in the story, with scarves. Here she is with this kind of a dress. Here she is with some other necklaces. So you can really go crazy with the outfits and make her look like if you don't even want to do flowers, you could give her a cute bow on her top of her head. So it's your picture. So you get to dress your Frida Catlo up however you want. I was thinking there was another cool one over here. Oh, look, she's like in a little school uniform or something. So cute. I'm just going to draw like the pearls again and give her a little collared shirt. So I'm going to draw some pearls. Pearls are circular. So I'm going to draw some pearls right along her neck. There we go. And then I'm going to do the whole little collar thing. So I'm going to give it this. And then just to make it more interesting, I'm going to put a little scallop line. Like I said, this is your picture, Frida Catlo. So you can draw however you want. If you're drawing like her dad, it doesn't say her dad's name in here. Oh, Guillermo. So that would be like Guillermo. He's like in a little suit. See how he's like in a little suit and tie? He's got that fun mustache. All right. And then just so I can have some different colors on her, I'm going to have her wear a button-down shirt like this. And I'm going to draw some buttons here. Okay. I'm going to draw her little paws right here. Like that. And then this is, she's got like a sweater or something on. And then just because I want to have something else, I'm going to do that so I can have a different design down there. All right. Now I'm going to draw her tail on the side like that. All right. Now let's go back up because it feels kind of weird that she doesn't have any eyes or anything. So I'm going to switch to pencil because I need to, when you're wearing a whole bunch of flowers like that, some of them are behind others, and I might need to erase a line, and I'm not going to be able to do that if I'm using a Sharpie. If you look at this picture right here of her, you can see how some of the flowers are behind and some of them aren't. So I'm going to switch to a pencil, just in case I need to do that. Now, your flowers can be whatever kind of flowers you want. I have some different shapes. The purple doesn't show up very well, but it's kind of like this. It looks kind of like a big splot. So your flowers can look however you want. I'm going to draw a big one right here. It's like this. To be honest, it looks like an egg. Can you see that? You can kind of see that there. There we go. And then I kind of like this one right here with all of these little bumpy things. I apologize for the lights. It's not very good down here tonight. Usually I've got some sun kind of coming in from the window. So I'm just kind of drawing this interesting kind of flower here. You can, like I said, you do the kinds of flowers that you want. I'm going to do something like that. And then I'm going to draw, I don't know, I'm just going to draw some other kinds of things in there. I can add a couple of leaves because flowers always have leaves. So this one's kind of behind that. I'm going to draw a flower that looks like that there. Let's see, what else should I do? I'm going to draw another flower here. That's behind there. So you got to think about that, is what's behind and what's not. So then this one, so you kind of just have to use your imagination there. I'll have that one go that way. Maybe I'll draw another leaf kind of there. I can't go over this because I already did that with Sharpie. I didn't do that. I did that with Sharpie. So I think I'm going to stop there. I'm going to trace my lines real quick with Sharpie. So now you can see that part of her head. I can always add some more in if I need to add another flower somewhere. You can always add more things to it as you're coloring it and whatever. Sometimes I do that, as I'll be coloring and then I'm like, oh, I should have added this, or I should have done this. So, and that is okay. So the bummer thing about not being live is I don't get to actually talk to you guys. I'm just kind of talking to myself. My son's next door and I'm like, oh, okay, you be quiet so that you can't hear him. He's in there. He was laughing watching something on his computer. So he's probably hoping I get done soon so he doesn't have to listen to me talk down here. Let's see. I messed that one up, but that's okay. And I did get out of the line some, which is a good thing I have my eraser. Because I can go in and add, I can go in and erase those pencil lines. There we go. All right. So I'm going to just erase my pencil lines real quick. Just like that. So it doesn't look so messy. So there, I've got a bunch of flowers on her head. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw her big unibrow right there. And so there's a bunch of different ways you can, let's start with it. Actually, let's go down here and let's do her like where her little mouth is. So cats they have like a snout that comes out from their face. And so I'm going to draw a circle. And then inside that, I'm going to give her a little nose. And a little smile like that. And then she's got really cute little rosy cheeks there. All right, so I'm just going to draw those in instead of just doing a blending kind of thing there. All right, and then that's where her whiskers are going to come out. Cats, I must have whiskers. Now, in real life, the whiskers aren't here. They come from their nose, but this is a fun picture we're drawing. So I'm just going to draw really simple eyes. You guys can do whatever kind of eyes you want, but my rule at school is no X eyes because we do not want to draw any animals that aren't alive. And so now I'm going to draw her unibrow there. And in the picture here in the book, it actually looks like it's little hairs because it's an eyebrow, all right? But the eyebrow goes all the way across. In my picture that I did, I just drew it all as one big line, all right? So I'm going to draw it like that as one big. It's not very even, but that's okay. And I'm going to make it kind of thick, so I'm going to pull out my thick Sharpie so I can do that. Of course, if you want to add some eyelashes or something to your cat, you are most welcome to do that. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my cat some color. Let's see. I was going to use these colors. I'm not going to do the Sharpie for the stripes on my kitty. I'm just going to color them in with marker. Just because I can't remember which color I was going to do for the body. And then, so I'm going to do the stripes in there first. So I'm going to add some stripes on her tail. And I'm just going to do some triangles. You're certainly welcome. It's your picture, so you can add whatever you want to it. I'm going to do some both ways. Try to stay inside the lines. Also, when you're coloring with markers, you should always color all the same direction so that it looks nicer. Especially if that's important if you're not using super great markers. Oh, I forgot to give her like little, so you can see like she has some little toes there. Okay. And then I'm just going to draw a couple of like little tiny, just to make it a little more interesting. I think that's important. Oh, I forgot to draw the little things inside of her ears too. My goodness. I thought something looked weird, but I couldn't quite figure out what it was. There we go. That looks cute. That's much better. That makes all the difference. So I'm going to add some stripes up here because most cats, if they've got stripes, they are going to have stripes everywhere. So I'll add stripes there. And then I'll add a big stripe here that kind of goes behind her eyes. That's going to bother me. When you do yours, try to make it so that it's even. This one is much better. I spent more time on that one. So I'm coloring all the same direction, and I just kind of make rows. Sometimes I go out a little bit more there. Like I said, depending on the kind of markers you're using, it's super important to use color in all the same direction. All right. So I'm going to do some different size. Or sometimes I like color in the same direction as my shape. So I'm doing a triangle, so I might actually just make a bunch of mini triangles as they get smaller and smaller. Whatever you do, you should always do the same thing the whole time. Otherwise, when you color, it just won't look as good. All right. So I've given my kitty some stripes now. All right. I think that's good. All right. So before I color my whole cat, I'm going to color, I'm going to give her some pink. Oh, I have it here. For her cheeks and her ears. I think this is a good color pink. So it's a circle, so I'm coloring in a circle. I'm going to color inside of her ears. It's not a super pink. It's not too bad. Okay. So I finished with that one. I'm going to give it a little, I'm going to give her a little pink nose too. There we go. Little pink nose. I think it depends on the cat. Some cats have pink noses. Some cats don't have pink noses. And then let's see. I'll go ahead and color my kitty. So again, since I'm coloring a big area, you're going to want to color all the same direction. Now, of course, your kitty can be whatever color you want it to be. And depending on what kind of markers you're using, you won't be able to color the way I am right now, which is I am coloring right over my other color. And it's doing okay. But if I was using a different kind of marker, that's probably not going to work for me. Oh, my marker's running out. It's going to be time to get new markers soon. We'll see. I think it'll last for this. I should have colored her head first, since it's... I might have to let the ink come down. Of course, I would use the one that I'm running out of. Definitely turn your paper around so that you can get it going in the same direction. Like I said, that's probably the most important thing you can do when you're coloring. And it's true of everything. It doesn't matter if you're coloring with crayons or if you're coloring with markers or colored pencils. You should always color the same direction. Oh, I don't know if it's going to last the whole time. See, that didn't work. You can see I smeared her eye. So, all right, I'm going to have to put that aside and let that soak up some. I did mean to color her around her little mouth with this color too, so I'm going to do that right now. I try to have a plan when I'm coloring, so that I can have some colors picked out, just so that it just makes life easier if you kind of make a plan first, and so I kind of like that. You don't have to. You can kind of just wing it. I do that a lot too. I'm going to add some... Oh, that's really dark green. I'm not going to color that whole leaf green. I think that's a leaf too. Even with markers, you can color multiple colors on top. I'm going to go for a lighter green. Oh, that's pretty dark too. There's so many colors. That's really dark. I'm going to try another green. Let's see. I'm going to go for a smaller one. Or they have like numbers. Oh, that's still pretty dark. I don't know. I'll color this one in. There we go. Alright, so I think I'm going to have, let's see, I've got a few flowers there. I'm going to have an orange flower here. Now, obviously, it's really hard to color in one direction when you're coloring something like a flower or something. So you just kind of have to do the best you can. With a flower, it's not a huge deal if you can see some of your pencil or your marker lines. Ooh, this looks like a pretty color. This purple color. Ooh, that's nice. Really dark though. I was gonna use lighter colors, but that didn't happen. So when you watch this on Saturday, it may be snowing. I don't know. I hear we're gonna get some snow on Saturday. So we will see, I guess. That is a really dark color. It looks almost black. There we go. It's not black. I'll bring it up here closer. Oh, it looks black even there. It's not black though, I promise. I'm all about coloring things, like brightly colored things. Let's see, I need a different color inside my flower. Oh, that's a pretty color. That's really bright. I'm going to put that over here too. And then I think I'll color one of my flowers yellow. I think maybe this yellow. I'm going to color this. Oh, that's not yellow. I don't know what that is. It shows that it's supposed to be yellow, but it's not yellow. Let's try this one. That can be the end of my flower. That's yellow. I want to color. This is a big flower that's all behind there. Okay, I think I need to have a blue flower. Maybe this one. There we go. Nice blue flower. Okay, there's that. I'm going to put blue inside this flower. And then I think this is different than the one I used. I don't know. Now I got to try it. I don't know. Might be, might not be. It's a little different. But I need to have a big pink flower here. Alright. Almost done with my flowers, and then I'm just going to grab a color here. I don't know. This teal color, I think. And color right here. Wow, these are really dark colors that I'm picking today. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so there's your flowers. Let me see if I can go back to coloring her face. Unfortunately, I think you're going to be able to see my marker lines. I don't want to do that again. There it is. See, it's running out again. Alright, I'm going to let it sit again and see if I can't get it to... Let's sit it up so the ink will go down. Let's see. I need to give her some pearls. I'm going to color them. Let's see. Pearls are all different colors. Oh, look. And this is why we don't write our name on the back with colored pencil or with marker. It's because it goes through. And these markers are super dark. So this is, I'm going to color them this way. It's kind of a cream color pearls. So I'm going to have to color that so it doesn't show up. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to have her wear green. Because, well, green is my favorite color. And I'm going to color this all green. And then you will not be able to see that pink that I did behind it. So, remember, if you're coloring with markers, especially if you're coloring like on your mom's table or on your dad's desk or something, that you should see, and this is why I don't like markers, right there. There's that mark right in between. So I really need to go all the way across in one smooth thing. And that is much better. But remember to have like a placemat or something underneath it so that way you do not... I don't think I can get rid of it. It's just there. Nothing I can do about it. There it is. It's green. Let's see. What goes with green? I think I'll give her a nice orange. Ooh. I'm going to do this orange. I like bright colors. I'm just making it up now because you know what? Yours can be whatever color you want. Mine is not going to match at all. I'll do that orange. And then I'm going to do some blue. I'm going to give her blue buttons. Oh, that's really dark. Ooh, it would have been cute to have a little polka dot thing. Oh, I could do polka dots still. Let's see. What colored polka dots could I give her? We could have... What color goes with that? Oh, I think maybe I'll give some purple polka dots. I'm going to make purple polka dots on her dress instead of coloring it solid this time. So it'll be white with purple polka dots. I don't know. I'm not digging the polka dots. I'm going to color over it. Because that's what can happen. Alright. This really, really does not match now. I don't know that I've ever worn purple and green together. I'm gonna have to think about that. Now, of course, you can see that polka dots behind there because I didn't color all the same direction. So, I can't say that enough as you're doing your art. Is to do it all like that. Now, it takes longer. I'm not gonna lie. Like right now, I'm like, oh, I still gotta draw the dog. We gotta do the dog together. Okay. Let's see. And I don't know what else to talk about. I'm almost done with this, so then we can go and do our dog. The dog is super easy. Super, super easy. So much easier than the cat. I might give my dog a mustache. I keep wanting to look at the camera, but if I'm looking at the camera, then my coloring is not going to be very good. So I did that. I'm going to give her, let's see what color this is. I don't know what this is going to look like. Oh, that's darker than I expected. It looks alright though. She's very mismatched. This would not be Frida. This will be somebody else. I think I'll name her something else. Let's see. I name my kitty Mitzi, I think. This is Mitzi. And she wants to be a famous artist like Frida Catlo. And this is Mitzi. I said Mitzi, right? Let me write her name up here before I get. That's probably not how you would spell it in a normal time, but that's how I'm spelling it. Let's see. I'm going to add some blue there. Something's on there. One of the I've got ink on me. One of the problems is sometimes you can rub your color onto something else when it's wet. I forget about that sometimes. And I need one last color. I'm going to color it like light gray, I think. Hopefully this is a light gray, yep. Ooh, it would have been cool to have a gray kitty, since my kitty's not. She's just pretending to be Frida Catlo. Alright, let's see if we can finish her face now. It really bothers me when I can't get all the way through. Get in there. There we go. Alright. It does work to let it sit for a while. Can you hear how squeaky that is? Oh my goodness, it's so squeaky. So squeaky. Oh, all right. I'm going to have to finish that after my marker sits for a little bit. All right, so I'm going to come back to my kitty, and I'll finish it. So now I'm going to draw Doggo Rivera. All right, so I have a new piece of paper, and here's Doggo. All right. Oh, I don't know if a mustache would really look good on him. I don't know. All right. So this time I am going to color with colored pen, or I'm going to use pencil because I need to erase a little bit. All right. Like I said, Doggo is super, super easy, and this is like the easiest kind of dog to draw. All right. So I'm going to start with the head. All right. And I'm going to draw just a round circle like that. So you can see my circle like that. Pretty big. I still have some room down here. I'm just going to go straight down like this. We're not going to see Doggo's arms because they are, in fact, I can trace this part. So this is Doggo's body. All right. And so I'm going to come back to that in a sec. Let's do his head. So the reason I use pencil up here is I'm going to draw his ears, and his ears cover up part of his head. So you can't see my whole circle, but part of my circle was right there. So what I did is I drew really light, all right, so that I can draw his ears on. So I'm going to start, and his ears are going to come out like this. I'm drawing a little darker, and then they're going to come out like that. So now you can see his ears. And you can see that really light line for his head right there behind. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to draw it out. And I'm going to just do it like this. Now, your dog does not have to have these kind of ears. If you want them just to be flat, that's totally fine. Remember, it's your picture. And then this way you can make it your own. Now I'm going to Sharpie my lines. All right, so I'm going to Sharpie. I like using a big Sharpie. One, it's quicker. And two, it makes really bold lines. And I love a good bold line. Okay. Now there's a time and a place for a bold line. Sometimes it doesn't fit with my picture. It just depends on what I'm drawing. So there is my doggo. So now I'm going to give my doggo like a patch over his eye. So I'm just going to draw so he's got like a spot on his face. And then he also, dogs have snouts. So I'm going to draw where his nose is going to be. All right. I'm going to draw his nose, and he's going to be smiling too. I'm going to go ahead and color his nose in. I don't know. I was going to say most dogs have black noses, but that's not necessarily true. And once again, I'm just going to give him really simple little eyes like this. And some little eyebrows, because eyebrows are super fun to draw. And it changes the whole expression of your dog or your animal, whatever you're drawing. When you give them eyebrows, you can make them look surprised or whatever. All right, so my doggo, they only have a few pictures of doggo in the book. Let's see. So here he is. He's wearing a vest. This one, he's wearing a hat, so you could draw yours to have a hat. And then over here, he's wearing kind of what I had put on him before. All right. So, you can draw whatever you want on your dog. I'm going to give him like a little suit jacket like this. So I'm going to do that. So, I'm going to draw like they have lapels. If you've got a jacket, it's got like a lapel. So I'm going to draw, let me see. I'm going to look at this again. Let's see this picture like this. Oh, I'm going to draw this one. I'm going to give him a tie. So I'm going to draw the tie like here. So I'm going to draw an oval. All right. And then I'm just going to draw a little bit of the tie. And I'm going to give him a vest. Let's see. I want to draw. Let's see. Can't see the picture very well. So he's got like a little, like this. And then he's got a vest that he's wearing underneath. So I'm going to do, let me see. I'm looking at this picture here. Kind of copying it there. And then his vest goes down like this. I'm going to take his tie down there a little bit. I probably should have used pencil in case I didn't like what I was drawing. And then this is going to go down like this. And this is going to go like this. And then he's got another little thing right there before it meets here in the middle and goes down this way. And then I can draw some little buttons. And then I'm going to draw, so this looks like his arms are sitting down there. There we go. Oops. There we go. So he's got quite the fancy outfit on. Okay. So I'm going to go in. Now, I feel like I always, when I'm drawing, I draw with pencil first. Always, always, always. If I'm doing something, because I might draw something and it's not that it's a mistake. It just may be that I don't like it very much and I want to do something else. So, at school occasionally we'll do something else. but not always. So I'm going to have my dog wear, I really want red. Is this red? No, that's not red. Let me see if I find red. Scarlet, that works. That's close enough. I'm going to give him a red tie. Oh, yeah. Nice, dark, kind of reddish tie. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to give him a nice, sorry, I keep going out of there. I have a different set of markers over there. It has different colors in it. I'm going to give him a blue shirt. This is a nice dark blue shirt. So that's underneath. Here's my... There's a nice blue shirt. And then let's see, I need a nice, just because I need to add green on everything I do, I'm going to give him a nice green vest. In fact, his buttons are going to be green and everything, because I'm going to go right over all of that. To be honest, I like coloring with markers, but I really, really, really just prefer to color with crayons. And I think part of it is that crayons are a little more forgiving than markers. Like if you don't feel like you want to color in the same direction, it's a lot easier to cover that up with with crayons than it is with markers. Oh, that looks good. And then I think that I'm gonna give him a gray. Sorry about squeezing out of the frame again. Let's see. I need a little scratch piece of paper so I can see what color gray this is. That's not scratch paper. I think that will work. I'm gonna give him a nice gray jacket. Now you can see right there, when I'm all done with this, you're still gonna be able to see those lines. It's not really possible to get rid of all of the lines. So, almost done there. This is a very big dog. Oh, my gray marker's running out too. Shoot. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to let that one sit for a minute and come back to it. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to scoot back to my kitty real quick, which I think it was this marker, and see if I can't get her finished. Now, normally I wouldn't color like this because you're going to be able to see those marks, but my marker is running out of ink. Ah, it's so frustrating. Oh, it's almost completely out now. All right, I'm gonna let that sit again. I don't think this has sat long enough because I don't have. I'm gonna shake it down there. So normally it's not too bad. All right, so then I'm gonna color my dog. I'm gonna use 3 different colors of brown that I previously chose. I'm going to color the darkest. Now I can't remember which one is the darkest. So I usually try to have a piece of scratch paper so that I can try it out. So I've got this color. And then I've got this light. Oops, that's the wrong end. I've got this light color. I think that's the lightest. And then I have a medium color. Oh, that's the darkest. So I'm going to color his ears the darkest brown. And then let's see. I named my other one Mitzi. So this is somebody who wants to be like Doggo. So I'm going to call him, oh, let's see. I'm going to call him, gosh, I don't know. I'm at a loss at the moment for a name. I like to name things. Be in my room in school, and I've got my pencil sharpeners are named. Let's see, this is the other dark one, so I'm going to color around his nose with this one. can't wait to see your pictures. Now, if you're on YouTube, the only way you can send me your pictures, because it won't let you put them in the comments, is you can email me your pictures if you're watching this on YouTube. All right. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can email me at mrspurplemakesart@gmail.com. I would love to see your pictures. All right. Oops, and I'm going to do a patch here. If you're in my Facebook group, Mrs. Purple Makes Art, so you can find me. If you're listening to this on YouTube and you want to find me on Facebook, I swear I usually go live on Saturday afternoons. You can, it's under the same name, Mrs. Purple Makes Art. Oops, get in there. Won't go in. And then the last part here, let's see. This one might be cuter than my first one, but my other cat is better. Let's see. I feel like I want to tell you again, color all in the same direction so it looks good. Anyway, however you do it, even if you can't send me your pictures, it's totally fine. I just love to see what you guys are doing. I think that if you want to follow me on Instagram, I don't post on there too often. I get so busy at school, I don't always have time. But you can find me on Instagram too, Mrs. Purple Makes Art. That's kind of my thing. So this is Mitzi, and I feel like Mitzi should be with oh, I can't think of a name. I'm thinking maybe I want something with a J. I don't know why. Maybe not J. How about, I don't know, I keep coming back to the same. I'm going to call him Nelson. All right, so there's Nelson. And then here's Mitzi that I drew today. I'm going to try to go back and do that last space with Mitzi. Poor Mitzi. She's just not completely colored in. That's better. There we go. At least she's colored in, even though I'm not real crazy about the coloring job there, because my marker is running out. All right, so there are my pictures today of Mitzi and Nelson, because why not? You can name them whatever you want. If you do name your animals, write it on your picture or post it in the comments, or email, whatever you do. Here's my original ones of Frida and Doggo. See, my cat's cuter this time. I like this first cat I did better. But I kind of like this dog here. He's cute. Oh, they're both pretty cute. They're kind of the same. Super easy to do. I'm so glad that you joined me today. I have no idea what we're doing next week, but I will post it in my Facebook group as soon as I know, which will probably be the middle of next week. And my plan will always be to go live or post videos around 2 o'clock on Saturdays. If I'm posting a video, I might post it a little earlier. My goal is always to be done in less than an hour. Right now it's about 48 minutes, so I feel like, woohoo, I got it going. I'm glad that you joined me. Thanks so much. And, oh, did I show you my earrings? Look at this. I got Frida earrings. This is Frida. She also painted a lot of fruit. You can see the little fruit things there. I got these from somebody, on Etsy. I can't think of what the Etsy thing is. I'll have to post it if you're interested. She's made lots of earrings with all different kinds of artists. And so she's fabulous. Artfully Wild, is that it? That might be it. Artfully Wild on Etsy. If you're interested, then just message me or something, and I will share that information with you. So thanks so much for joining me as I read about Frida Catlo, and we drew a cat and a dog today, and I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks so much. See you later. Bye.